Hello guys, Billy Goat Boy here. I thought I'd do a video on the WTCR competition that's gone around that means you can compete against the real drivers. So we'll go through my lap and we'll see how far we off are the top esports and real drivers. I don't think I did too bad, but let's get into it and see how well we did or didn't do. Hi guys, before we get into the video, if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you found this content helpful in any way, and keep up to date with any future content that I come out with. And also, if it's your first time watching this, don't hesitate to ask for a track and a car combination guide if you need one. Okay guys, on to the video. So the top guy currently while I'm recording this is Jack Keighley, and obviously he's really fast. So let's see the differences of where we are compared to him. So coming off the last turn, you want to make sure you're getting a really clean exit, otherwise straight away on your lap you'll end up being slower. As you can see actually that Jack does a really good job of this, and he's actually ahead of me at the start of the lap before we've even begun to turn into a corner. And you might be wondering, what have I done here? Why have I got the racing line on? Well, it's actually his racing line, so it gives us a really good idea of the lines he's taking, so we can try and mimic the best possible line that he's taken. And it also gives us the braking zone, so that means we can brake exactly at the same point that he does on his best lap. Coming down to turn 1 then, you want to brake exactly at the 100-metre board, because you can easily outshoot wide and end up costing yourself a lot of time. So you want to trail brake as much as you can into the corner while going for the apex, and as soon as you've hit the apex you want to start thinking about your exit, and as soon as you're able to, you want to keep the car straight coming out of the corner and putting the power down as early as you can without wheel spinning to carry the best speed you can. If you look at the top right, you can see in the little perimeter circle that Jack is taking a slightly wider line, giving him a better exit out of the corner. I've cut in too much, so this is how he makes up time on me on the first corner. So turn 2 braking then, we go straight past the 100-metre board and aim for the red sign, and we're braking just after that. Also once again, trail braking into the corner. Now you don't want to put the power down too early in this corner, otherwise you can wheel spin and cost yourself time because the car wants to bog down. So as soon as you're straight enough, you then put down the power. Next turn's pretty simple, just give the curb a nice little stroke and then go out wide to carry the best speed you can to maintain as much speed as you can. Now, coming up to turn 4, I don't know how Jack gets away with this. I try my best to mimic his line, so you want to cut to the inside and then let the car drift out wide as much as you can without getting your lap invalidated because of track limits. But you also need to dab the brakes. Once again, we're going at the brakes of the red meat board, but we're not using our full brake application. You can see at turn 5 how much Jack's car is bobbing because he's trying to keep his speed up. This turn is really tricky. I take it closer to the inside than he does, but it doesn't seem to be much time loss as long as you keep your foot down and you swing out wide to continue at speed. If you notice, he's really wide compared to me, carrying a lot more speed. Coming up to turn 6 and 7, I found this really difficult to get right. Once again, matching Jack's braking area, brake at the red marker board and then try and keep the cars out wide you can to not hit the first yellow curb, otherwise it just really makes the car bounce and can lose you so much time. But the one on the left coming out of these turns, you can properly cut and give a good bashing too. Now, turn 8, I actually feel like I make up time on him because he decides to go slightly wider and it makes his exit slightly wider as well for turn 9. But in doing so, it slightly compromises his turn 9. I tuck it in more and I ended up catching him a bit here because you can take a big chunk of the curb and even the grass, and it really doesn't affect your car too much. But just be gentle on that throttle. Once again, I've turned in too early for turn 9. And he's able to get a better exit. But watch how wide he runs out and you're allowed to run out. Just something to note if you do this in your time, or if you're practicing for a qualifying or a race event you're doing. The next corner is not really a corner, just keep your foot flat to the floor, tuck it in and look what you're going to do for the next corner and position the car well. Once again braking at the red board but barely applying much brake pressure at all, start trail braking into the corner and look how far wide again you can go on this track. It is so out wide. Jack once again makes time off of me here knowing how far the limits are of this track. Okay, going into turn 12 you brake right on as the curbing starts and you go full brake and you brake all the way in and start trail braking as you come towards the turn. I like taking a big chunk out of the entry of this corner and then making the car as straight as soon as I can and then shoving the power down. Or you could do the way Jack does it, where he actually avoids the curb completely, lets the car brake slightly later and then lets the car drift out wide onto the green so he can carry as much speed as he can. Last turn, or second to last turn rather, turn 13. This is a weird one. To get the best possible exit of this one, you would brake slightly later and basically go for a late apex to get the best speed out of the corner. Now on this last corner, what I do, I rotate the car too much and end up dabbing the brake and it loosens the car, so I do lose some time here. But the best thing to do is brake as much as you can in a straight line, trail brake into the corner and then just floor it coming out while feathering the throttle though, so you're not scrubbing the tyres. You can see on Jack's line, once again, he's going slightly out wide to get the best possible exit, which is something I struggle with. I like tucking the car in. And on the exit of this corner, make sure you're running the car up wide so you're gaining the max speed you can. And that's it, lap completed. Not a bad effort to be 135 on this board, considering it is filled with esports drivers and top racing drivers. Key takeaways then are this: don't turn in too early, make sure the wheels are as straight as possible when you exit the corners, make sure you're trail braking so you're getting the best possible time that you can. So hopefully guys, this has given you some idea of where you can go faster on your lap if you're struggling around this track in whatever form you're driving it. If you found this helpful in any way, please give the video a like and subscribe for more content like this. That'd be fantastic. See you guys on the track. This is Billy Boy, over and out.